Hello everyone and welcome to my very first video. What better way to start off with a sketchbook tour? This is the Challenge Art Creation sketchbook. It has 140 GSM paper, the lace flat is really great and it's not very expensive, so it's one I would really recommend. Now let's get into the pages, shall we? I just started off with some doodles that I don't really have much to say about. It's not Brave from Critical Role. This is a dress I actually made. I'll try to put in a picture of it. And this is when the new Pokemon games were first announced, and Skullberry immediately was my favorite, so I started drawing bunnies like crazy. Some more dress designs. I really like to do fashion design in my sketchbooks. Designing some Pokemon based off of a list that had supposedly leaked online. It turned out to be fake, but it was still really cool. So the list consisted of what animal or item or whatever the Pokemon would be based on, and whatever typing they would be. This is actually my favorite because it's a potato, which makes so much sense for England. Most of them don't really have that much deep thought behind it, but this one does because it's a potato, which is also a family of the mandrake plant, and they're really poisonous, so that's a lot I could work with. The corgi, electric corgi Pokemon was of course actually real. It turned out to be Emperor, which is really cute, but I don't really like its evolution. I like my design better. More fashion design. This is also one I made, but I'm not really that happy with the end result. I might tweak some stuff to make it better. Just some Critical Role sketches. More Critical Role sketches. Back to a little bit of Pokemon and Percy from Critical Role again. Yeah. More of that same kind of stuff. Oh yeah, this one is really cute. This is a 3-panel comic that I made for my club's anniversary weekend, or Themis Vikings. So this, in the first panel, it's just the little Viking walking up to the other one. And the other one asks, "Are you ready for the weekend?" And he says, "I am. What about you? Do you have everything with you?" And then the big Viking says, "Everything I need," and his car is just full of alcohol. That was so funny. These are some logo designs for my student association. They ended up being like this one, a bit different, but yeah, so it ended up being the first one I made. But there were a lot of ideas. And it was really hard to get everyone on the same page. Everyone liked something different, but I'm glad we settled on something. This was the first idea for a D&D character, Dungeons and Dragons. I don't really like the sketch, but I do like the character. This is a dress I would really love to make, but it seems really, really impossible. This is kind of the last one of my Pokemon designs, but I didn't color it. I don't know why. It's still really cute, so I do like it. More fashion design. I am making this one. It's Chibi Jester with candy because she loves candy so much. And some notes and doodles I made during D&D sessions. Also, this was for, I don't remember which YouTuber, but it was a tattoo related channel, and this girl was complaining that someone stole her tattoo, which sucks, and also was saying like, of course you can be inspired by it. I'm sure that many of you can come up with other designs for a pizza pinup. So I made some designs for a pizza pinup because I thought it was a fun idea. This is a a portrait of my bunny, Odin. I have two bunnies, Odin and Freya. But Odin is the most characteristic because he has one eye and one ear sticking up, so he's really cute. And Freya is just a little brown bunny. This is one of my D&D characters that I play with her chicken. Here I got some metallic watercolors and was just trying it out, making a Bulbasaur. These are some design sketches for the winter coat I was making. Some random animals. This is actually a pun that only works in Dutch because raccoon means washing bear, which is really cute. And then we get into smargets. Now, the first one is really bad. I didn't like that, so I didn't even post it or anything. But I do like the others on this page. And this one is, I think, my favorite from that month. I didn't finish the month, it was just casually drawing them. This one is also really funny. I didn't really know what to do with Bumpy except for having bumps all over it, and I didn't like that. So then I thought of maybe it has a bump on its head and maybe there's a reason for that. So this was quite funny, I thought. Some less cute dragons. This is done with some kind of crayon that I thought I would really like, but I didn't in the end. Also, it smudges a lot. This one was really well received on Instagram. This is also a dress design I would really like to make. Some sketches for freehand sketching for engineers. It's a uni course that I was taking. My boyfriend's favorite dragon. This one I worked out as a watercolor painting for my nephew's nursery. He's such an adorable kid. This one was also for freehand drawing. And this is kind of where I gave up on Smargest. I wasn't really feeling it anymore, and I was back in uni, so. This was a random creature design for Dina Norland's video series. I really like to participate in those sometimes. Here we get into the sketches that I did for Inktober. The final pieces aren't in here. You can see them on my Instagram. But all the sketches and brain dumps I did for that are in here. This one I really couldn't decide what pose I wanted to do with the puffin. Little dragons! I did make this one. It's so cute. This one I like much better in my sketchbook than I like the end result. The end results, the proportions are a bit off. Unicorns! This one, it looks really bad in my sketchbook, but the end result is really great. I love that one so much. The chameleons were really hard actually, to get the right emotion in their faces. I was binge watching Avatar: The Last Airbender because it had just released on Netflix. I think we're almost at the end of it. Oh yeah, the prompt ride. I've always wanted to ride an ostrich, so I just had to do that for that prompt. And for these last ones, I was at a hairdresser's and I forgot my pencil case, so all I had was this blue pen. These are some more designs that I did for that same winter coat you saw earlier. It ended up being like this one. more dress designs, more critical role stuff. Another pun, animal pun, Kingfisher and Duchess iceberg. Here I went to a museum with my mum. They had this event where you could enter for free if you had a portrait with you, a handmade portrait. So I went there with my mum because she also really likes to draw. And that's the museum where they have the Nachtwacht or Night Watch. They had, and at the event they had people, these actors, in period clothing, but they wouldn't really sit still for a second. They were constantly moving, so it was a really, really tough life drawing situation. Some random sketches. Here I had this idea of a little girl with a balloon, but the balloon being an elephant. And I would like to make that into a painting. Maybe this one. I tried to do it with acrylic paints in my sketchbook, but I don't know if I'm just crap at acrylic painting or that the acrylic paint I use is just that bad. Also, there's an adult woman, but the reference photo I used had her knees bunched up and she was wearing a sheer dress, but that really didn't translate on paper. But here I get into December, which I didn't seriously participate in, but I just did the first few all the races that are the most playable. Here I expanded on the riding an ostrich idea. And this is a character that one of my friends plays. He's so funny. And this is again my character. Sketch that I did for the Clip Studio Paint competition. And I think this is the last one from December. December was a really busy month. This one's really cute. It's a puppy with popcorn. So he's a popcorn. I attempted to do a few creature honorary ones, but yeah, I wasn't really feeling it. Also, I got sick a lot. This one, it's not bad, but it's just really unsettling to look at. I do like this one, the astronaut helmet with a fish in it. And this one is pretty cool as well. Now, at the almost last page, so I started designing the front of my next sketchbook. First I wanted to do me and Odin, or Odin and Freya, but I decided I didn't really want myself on the front, and maybe also not my bunnies. I wasn't really feeling it. I wanted to do this Art Nouveau style, and then I started thinking, what else can I do? And I started on a unicorn. None of these designs actually, but you'll see that in the next video. That's it. So next video will be the painting of the cover of my next sketchbook, which is the same type of sketchbook, just a bigger size. I was really happy with the paper, so I just bought the same thing. Yeah, and that's it. Please leave a like, subscribe, share with your art friends, and thanks for watching everyone. Bye!